Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to Dechala the Empress, episode 2. So basically, just wanted to play Dechala, but go to the Empire, migrate to the Empire. So we did that in episode 1. It's now turned 22, and we basically just made it to the Empire, and we've started setting up our Slaanesh Empire in the Empire. So it's a bit like the plan is for it to be a bit like a Vlad the Emperor campaign, where we basically vassalize all the Empire and rule, and Dechala can rule benevolently over her depraved, corrupted empire. But well, yeah, we're just basically at the start of that now. So it took like 10 or 15 turns to get here. For a bit of a recap, we basically just did our little starting area bit here, subjugated a few factions, which gave us a crap load of thralls, used the thralls to proliferate cults, hoping that we would get a cult that would pop up near the Empire. Unfortunately, we didn't get one in the Empire, but we got a cult over here in Elisai. So then we just rampaged through here, through Bretonia, and then here we are. But yeah, that Elisai wasn't too bad. I feel like that was about as lucky as you can expect to get. You might not land exactly in the Empire, but you should get it. You should get a cult like somewhere, within 2 or 3 turns march of the Empire. If you're lucky, you get 3 cults, 3 random locations. Well, it's random, I guess. So, you would hope that at least one of them gets you close to the Empire if you want to migrate to the Empire. But yeah. It's entirely possible that no one else but me wants to migrate to the Empire as well. So, but I don't know. For me, I think it's pretty. I don't know. The Empire is just a cool place, and I like to take my characters and rampage over there. All right, so we finally managed to assassinate somebody with our character here. So we got Steercar. We got Steercar's quest unlocked. Just got to kill some enemies. All right. So what are we doing at the moment? So we're at war with the Greenskins. So I guess we're going to wipe them out. We're also trying to simultaneously vassalize Reichland. We can't vassalize them through diplomacy, but we're probably gonna vassalize them through war. So we just need to knock out all these Empire settlements and then get the last settlement up there.
Artisan of pain, handmaiden of dark delight.
Oh, that's right. We managed to get a funny thing happen in this campaign as well. We migrated away from our original starting empire, and then we managed to get the Carnival of Nurgle spawn in our original starting location. So basically, if you leave heroes here, they have a chance every turn to get this Nurgle trait that gives their own Mortis Engine effect. So I'm slowly trying to farm this trait by leaving characters here and letting them get the Nurgle trait. It's a bit expensive though, because it gives us an extra 4% more army upkeep globally. But yeah, it's worth it.
My divine master.
A vicious delight.
Just 1, 3. All right, we're yeah, we've got a bit of a system of trying to figure out these lords.
Prince's Herald, Slaaneshi Herald.
The Blessed Darkling Prince. The code we're using is we're calling them the Blessed if they've got the trait, so it's a bit confusing. We're calling him Darkling the Prince.
Most privileged of Slanesh.
Get rid of this guy. We'll put in Ragnar the Accursed. So the Accursed means they have not got the trait.
The Dark Master wills it. Lord of Slanesh. Slave to your gifts.
Depravity reigns.
Hey Waffle. Yeah, good man.
Divine immortality.
Just getting started. I can only really be on for a few hours. I gotta get up in like 9 hours to go and dig holes with my brother-in-law. But yeah, I reckon we'll get maybe like 4 hours in before that. Is my plan. Get a bit of a half session in. Yeah, this week's might be a bit messed up actually. So I'm probably gonna be there for a day or two until I probably only have another maybe 2 days worth of streaming after that. I wonder if this 20% income from Pleasure Palaces is worth it. I get the idea that you do get a fair bit of income from Pleasure Palaces later on. Looting settlements. Sacking settlements. Yeah, I might go for the sacking settlements just because that'll be a bit of an income boost.
The more aberrant, the better.
MSC, not sure if you noticed, there was a strange change in the latest patch. If you sack a port city and don't kill all the defenders, they stay alive and you can fight them again. Yeah, I did notice that.
Daughter of excess.
I assume it's not going to be staying in the game though, so I'm probably not going to bother trying to make a strat around exploiting it. But yeah, basically you can use it for like an infinite sack city type of thing.
Torturous delight.
Well, not infinite, but multiple sack city, I guess.
The denied one.
We've been getting your sack city on in the recent patch, Cebu.
No act too unspeakable, no torment.
Alright, let's see if we can't mop these guys up.
Free.
So we just quickly auto resolve that.
Die.
Oh, could create a vassal. Yeah, nice. So creating vassals is great for us because it gives us more vassals, but it also gives us 500.
Seduction.
So it gives us 500. Kind of think we should subjugate Brass Keep as well.
Mistress
While we're here.
of the tormentors. To roam unfettered.
Do they pay in thralls or gold? I'm pretty sure they pay in gold. I'm not sure if they give you thralls as well. Yeah, they pay in gold. Yeah, we got gifts of Slanesh we get, but factions vassalized 250. Well, maybe we get, I don't know. It says factions vassalized 250. Maybe we get like 25 per vassal or something like that. Just got a bit surprised when I sacked Altdorf and the army inside retreated into the river and the garrison leftovers were still there and I could fight them again. Yeah. But it's sort of it can be annoying though, because if you're trying to like just quickly, take them out and then move on or whatever. Like sometimes you'll like take it with one army, then you'll like move another army up in force march and have them like occupy it or whatever. But they can't if they've still got a zone of control and stuff or whatever. Yeah, I had it happen to me once where I didn't want to farm it. I didn't really want the extra battle. I just wanted it to be over. So it was kind of annoying.
Pleasure through pain.
But such is life.
Slanesh guides us to indescribable delights.
I want to try and keep this guy alive because he's got the trait, but he's not immortal yet. Yeah, this is the trait we were talking about. Earthfather's Clown means that you get Fettered Stench, -8 leadership in a local area, perfect vigor, and pestilent decay. 16 to 32 damage per second, 35-meter radius when you're in while you're in combat. So yeah, pretty nice. Playing Festus with the Wallbreaker gift, so my army's had Siege Attacker. Yeah, nice.
Yes, I desire.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you got Siege Attacker, like they have a zone of control, don't they? If they come back, so you can't force march next to them and just and switch them out like I normally do. I mean, the Siege Attacker is alright because the walls will still be broken. It's just the zone of control thing that's alright.
The Herald of Slanesh. Prince's Herald.
Delight.
Alright, I'm gonna... These guys, I want to send them back over to get the,
Feast.
get the trait.
Herald of the Dark Prince.
Speak. Come.
Just pop these guys into the army so they can get some XP.
Delicious agony, seeking hidden delights.
Good victory. We get that with no casualties? I guess so. Alright,
Save the king.
take that.
Slanesh.
So you can sack the settlements and still get, you know, still get thralls in there that you can farm as well.
Slaneshi Herald.
Mine. All mine.
Alright, we've got Steercar.
Son of the pleasure god, on cloven foot.
I don't want to take over Marienburg and put another Dark Fortress there, but Tormentor's, what's it called? Pleasure Palace, sorry. Another Pleasure Palace there. Oh yeah, I just realized these guys are probably going to take Altdorf next turn. What sort of garrison we got? Yeah, our garrison's for shit.
Lord of Slanesh.
We didn't think that through, did we?
Lord of excess.
What's,
Lord of Slanesh.
Speak up, or I'll take your tongue.
Alright, we might have to just temporarily make peace with these guys. Inconvenient, but I don't want to, I just set up my main Pleasure Palace in Altdorf. So I don't want to, you know, lose it because of a, so I went to the wrong place. Right, that's our cultist for, I mean, that's our anointed for Decala's army.
Decadence calls.
The Antonex Capucho the Blessed. He's also got the trait. So yeah, this one's pretty good to put on generally, a Spur of Eagerness, you get 50% extra character experience. But like this one gives you... Oh, well, it gives you Stalk for your whole army and Ambush Success Chance plus 50%. Somebody was saying that it gives you Stalking Stance, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to give you Stalking Stance. But I think you can get Stalking Stance, but maybe not through this, but through our Tormentor's Tributes, maybe? Yeah, I'm having a bit of trouble remembering how to play this faction, because it's been a while, but...
Satan. Delight in carnage.
Hey, Clockmonkey. Hey, Arthur Gretch. What is this heresy? It's Slaneshi heresy, the best kind.
Ecstasy of war. Yes, kill.
I need some more healing, really. A potion of toughness.
Yes, I desire it.
I'm probably going to disband them anyway at some point, so they're all regiments are renowned, so no big deal. Alright, I'll set these guys here so they can keep harassing Grunberg.
Prince's Herald. Patience will earn pleasure.
Circumstance is not a special item that you buy for 500 decadence. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Gift of subtlety or some such. No, thanks, Vasily. Appreciate it.
Prince of
Bit of knowledge drop there from Vasily. Just cruising in with the knowledge at exactly the time it's needed.
Decadence awaits. A mighty boon.
Slanesh Herald.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get another 3.5k up so we can get another pleasure palace. So basically, every time you take, like, you start off with one pleasure palace availability, and then every time you drop a pleasure palace and upgrade it to tier 3, then you get +1 pleasure palace availability again. So yeah, so if we can just if we get 3.5k thralls, then when we first take over the settlement, we can just take it at tier 3 when we take it. So basically the strat is basically just never take a pleasure palace unless it's going to already be tier 3. So I think even if I was not going to migrate, I'd probably focus on that, just not ever taking them at tier 1 or 2, because you're sort of tempted to take the first one at tier 1 and then upgrade it or whatever. But yeah, I think it's faster to just wait and don't actually take it straight away. This is the strat.
We are denied pleasure.
Weapon Master. Weapon Master's pretty cool, I guess.
Name it.
I'm gonna send her up to meet with Dechala at some point.
The sea awaits. Seeking sensation.
Stirkar.
Long for me in terror. Killing and carousals galore.
So he should be able to buff our Marauders up pretty high. So he gives, what does he give? So he gives +8 leadership and +8 leadership to Marauders. Then cause fear for Marauders, vigor loss reduction for Marauders, speed and physical resistance for Marauders. And I think that's all. And then you can combine that if you want with +6 melee defense, melee attack, and immune to contact effects from Marauders with the color. And then of course you can get your normal red line as well. +8, speed and armor. And another 10% resistance, that'd be 20% total resistance. 11k thralls for tier 5 is a bit much. Do we actually need tier 5 though? Like tier 3 is like the key one because that gives you the ability to drop another pleasure palace. And I think tier 3 also gives you the ability to get hero capacity. +1 hero capacity. Hero capacity, yeah. It gives you hero capacity for every different hero type. Although some of them you do get an extra hero capacity if you go up more. So there's +1, +2. Yeah, so that's tier 4 for +2. Tier 4 for +2 there as well. So yeah, if I could get to tier 5, it'd be good. But I mean, sorry, tier 4. But tier 4 is like 6.5 or something as well, which is basically 2 tier 3. Like 1 tier 4 costs as much as 2 tier 3s. So yeah, it is kind of exy. Yeah, right. And we're gonna have to just temporarily take this Peace Treaty with these guys. But that's right, we can take it back again. Yeah, Middenheim, we've built another one here, but yeah, so you have to spend points to use your settlement as well. So even if you spend 3.5k on building it, then you need more to actually build anything useful in it. Alright, I think we're good.
This is the pain that is pleasing.
One notable annoyance is that if you take a palace at tier 3 or above, it only updates availability the next turn. Oh, really? Yeah, that's annoying. But yeah, I mean, at the moment I'm sort of starved for points, so I'm not really at the point where I'm like getting the ability to take multiple tier 3s per turn, but...
You are not the thrall I
This guy gonna declare war on me?
But
I don't know, this one's a bit of a bribe. I might actually pay that. I quite like it when they try to extort me because it means that, you know, it means I kind of know they want to go to war with me, so it's just like a little bit of an alert instead of them actually just taking one of your settlements but you're not ready. And then also that means they, once you bribe them, they kind of won't attack you for at least, well, hopefully for 10 turns, but at least for like 4 or 5 turns usually. But then that means lets you get in position to counterattack them because I paid them to not attack me, so they've got sort of like a peace treaty agreement on their side, but I don't have it on my side, so I can attack them whenever I want, even though I just paid them off to avoid war. So that's cool. Now these guys, we're gonna...
I will hear your petition.
Okay, we're gonna need to get rid of Karak Asgaraz.
pain comes swiftly.
I wonder if they'll be able to make
Time
it.
is not right.
I wonder if they'll be able to take that next turn.
Artisan of pain. Tedium. I would
Nobody
never.
got Earthfather's Clown, unfortunately.
All souls will yield for Slanesh.
If you do a battle, it'll update, not 100% sure. Oh, really? Okay, cool.
The dark waters promises.
Not possible.
Grace and cruelty.
Yeah, we're just kind of in a holding pattern here. I want to try and get, knock this out.
Tender hand of atrocity.
Sorry, sack. Just keep sacking this basically for a sack city, I guess. The lords have got such good auto resolve, they can just do it by themselves here. One cast lord's worth a small army of pathetic empire troops.
Sensation.
Make them suffer. Slanesh wills it. Exquisite decadence.
Divine immortality.
Depthless passions and oblivion.
We've got some nice stuff now. Chosen. One turn chosen is pretty good. 400 per turn is pretty expensive though. Kind of want just one regiment of chosen just to accompany us in our adventures.
My prince! We all revere the dark.
Once you get Stalk Stance item, at least Chaos Warriors straight up, you don't have to fight a single battle manual anymore. Oh yeah, the auto resolve bonus from
What
ambush attack, successfully ambush attacking. Does she have super high ambush chance as well?
Lord of Decadence. Slave of indulgence. None shall bar my path.
Has he only got 2?
Speak.
He's got
I will
3.
hear you now. Be warned, my mood is dark.
That's annoying. Where's his other settlement? Where's Carl Franz's other settlement? So we did 2 Vestilages, 1 on Kalfran's, 1 on Festus. That's another 1,000 thralls straight away.
A weak order.
So he's here. 1, 2. Where's the third one? Look, I thought I had clocked where all of his settlements were, but I've lost it now. Oh, it's here, right. Okay, cool, yeah.
Your sin is my command. A true scion of darkness.
Pleasure seeker. Soon. Soon. I go where Slanesh
I might have to respec
commands.
Endrux back out again.
Daughter of excess.
I don't know if I should keep going with the it's an extra character experience gain for her.
Pulse with my
I guess so. Eventually we're going to have her a Doomstack of Champions of Slanesh, aren't we?
My power for his glory.
I feel like the auto resolve.
A dreadful, delicate death.
Oh, this, yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about here, right? So just say I sack that. Oh, sorry, it's only if there's an army inside it that, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, if there was an army inside there, then we would sack it, and then if there could potentially still be troops in there if we'd fought it manually. Or is it even if there is no army in there?
In the end.
Onward. We bide our time.
Yeah, there's like a weird little bug where if there's an army in there and you fight them and then you don't kill them all, then Zubi was just talking about, then instead of them being wiped out like they normally would be, there'll be a little bunch of dudes in there.
Exquisite.
I remember if it happens with auto resolve as well. Alright, this is our guy that we want to be having all the time because he's got the blessed. But we'll switch him out just for a bit.
I will be adored. For the Dark Master.
Yeah, I'll take it as a thrall camp, I guess.
These may last a while.
My plagues are
Yeah, I would have liked the Rust Keeper myself, but I don't mind having it there as a vassal spot for him as well.
Freedom
It's okay.
is
I reckon we can take that out with Dechala.
Sister of delight.
Pretty cool character, pretty evil looking dude. Talisman. Still haven't got my second weapon item. Oh, there we go. Potion of toughness, so she can heal ourselves a little bit. Excuse me. Confirm palace availability updates on any campaign map reload. So there's that. Oh yeah, that's another way of doing it.
I require no adornments.
Oh, there's no army in there. Okay.
Enticing. Entrancing.
There's no leaving.
Drown in the elixir. The denied one.
Alright, we'll murder these guys. Manual battle with the colors always fun. Kind of sure that doesn't check it whatever immediately, but whatever. Yeah, kind of like that with like some quests and stuff. Like you have to fight another battle or do another agent action or something to get it to update sometimes, or we'll just wait for the next turn. Alright, we've got a lot of busted up marauders, but some of them are getting decent ranks on them though. So it might be nice to
Steer card of the Swordsveneer. Violence for chaos. Dark princes, marauders. Suffering unbound.
Bringers of joyous degradation.
something like that.
Yes, secret friend.
What did you say? Yes, secret friend. Weirdo.
Dechala.
Wonder what these marauders are gonna do when we hop in there.
Satisfaction awaits there.
Fucking all these abilities, I get confused about what's what.
Sworn servants.
Yeah, I just can't even find the abilities I'm trying to use.
Slaanesh expects suffering.
Like, which one's the one that does the AoE that you're trying to use all the time? I don't know, maybe I don't have it anymore. Oh, it's on a different... I got so many abilities I can't even find fucking bullshit.
Novelty drive.
How the fuck does it put your, like, best ability on the second page? Well, not your best ability necessarily, but your one that you're going to use the most, like your active ability that you're going to use the most, it puts it on the page too. It's pretty bullshit.
The eternal hunters. Heralds of excess. Slay them.
Yeah, the Sonic Boom's pretty good. It's not very good on monstrous infantry though, probably.
Riders of cruelty. Caress me, winds. Suffering abound.
Get a few arrows and a few armor piercing arrows into his back should do the job.
None more deviant.
Oh yeah, this guy trying to do the Sonic Boom if we can get him in there. I'll just do it here, it's fine. Boom! And it knocks everyone flying. And gives them disorientated.
Slaaneshi crossbows. It brings souls. Demonet on Slaanesh. Deliver slaughter. A fount of power. Marked by Slaanesh. For Slaanesh. Mistress, we surge.
Get a few extra thralls. What did you decide? You get one thrall for every 5 captives? Not that we're going to get many, but... Staunch line of move, yeah. Yeah, thanks, yeah, I figured it out eventually. I'm just still a bit annoyed that it isn't on the front page though. And so, like, every battle I've got to click to the second page to do it. Oh yeah, what do you guys think about, like, out of her different stances? Like, what's your, like, default one that you would use all the time kind of thing? Or would you use the same one all the time? When I first played her, I was like, I stayed away from the offensive ones, like losing the melee defense and stuff. But then I don't know, last couple of times I've actually been going for the, you know, losing your defense for more offense. Because she's, you know, just get it done faster sort of thing. If you're already kind of dominating. But I don't know, I can imagine maybe not wanting to do that sometimes. Sacking settlements breaks your ability to give them away as outposts. What do you mean, like permanently for every settlement, or just that one settlement you can't give away? I do kind of want that replenishment, but I don't know, 81 thralls doesn't seem like a lot when you're getting 500 every time you get a subjugation. But really I only use the defensive ones. Yeah, that was sort of my initial feeling, but then I sort of started noticing that she could sort of just smash things even with the negative sometimes. Maybe when you get high enough, you don't need the defense anymore. Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like just against, I don't know, because she's got the mobility, so you can kind of just charge in, smash up a unit for a few seconds, then just pull out and go smash something else. Like, so you kind of don't need that much defense a lot of the time as well. But I don't know. Yeah. Do you want this replenishment? Kind of. Yeah, maybe just right now I will get it. Normally I should try and get more thralls. But yeah, we're going to subjugate here, so we'll get some more thralls there.
Dechala.
We'll get a little bit more replenishment there.
Long for me in terror.
May as well take the bonuses there.
The unknown pleasures of the depths.
Just for that specific problem settlement, so only having a shrine of Cain so far, but I've been able to sack regular settlements and give them away, so that's the problem. Oh, I wasn't able to give away the shrine of Cain either. But so probably because I did the same thing. So was it? Yeah, was it? So you're sure that you definitely could give it away initially? Because I thought there was just like some weird settlements there that you couldn't do it with. I didn't realize that it was me doing it by sacking. But yeah, so you're sure you definitely had the option to give it away initially before you sacked it?
Lord of Slaanesh.
So weird how you don't have any like any recruitment if you don't build a what do you call it? A whatchamacallit. Yeah, we're gonna have to take out these orcs. We sure did, yeah. Okay.
Lord of Slaanesh.
Can confirm I gave it to Alariel on my Dechala run. Okay, cool. So yeah, so don't sack elven settlements if you're trying to, or don't sack settlements if you're trying to give them away. Yeah, that's sort of annoying. You kind of need the money though as well sometimes, don't you?
Ecstasy awaits.
Most privileged.
Let's get 1% extra campaign movement range. I was popping these all the time so that I could get more technology, but now I'm kind of like, nah, I need thralls to take over stuff.
Hey.
Just elven heritage. Every other settlement's fair game. Ah, okay. Do you also lose Phoenix King favor if you sack elven heritage as well, right?
Lord of excess reigns supreme.
So maybe it's like an intentional kind of penalty or something.
Decadence
Or maybe it's not intentional, but maybe it's linked in with the fact that it's, you know, intentionally meant to punish you.
Any moment without pleasure is wasted.
Oh. I could... Oh, no. Yeah, this turn we should be able to vassalize Reichland. I want to vassalize him in Grunberg so we can keep him nice and close.
Die.
Raise it to the ground. Nice.
Die.
Can you occupy the ruins and then donate it? We've got it. Still got a cult in our vassal. Hey, nice. Ragnar. So Ragnar the Accursed is now Ragnar the Blessed, her father's clown. And then we'll respec him out, and we'll put in somebody else that's the cursed at the moment.
I will dominate.
Bloody Tyrion. Armor of Fortune. Armor of Fortune's not bad, I guess. We could switch it for blue, but yeah, both this green's good, but these whites are good too, so it's like we don't really want to smelt any of that stuff. Fuse, sorry. Yeah, toughness I don't want to get rid of, so yeah, we don't really have anything we can fuse right now.
Divine immortality.
I'm just trying to convert all my guys. At some point, we're gonna take all our heroes and teleport back here so that we can put heroes in him.
Of the tormentors.
Pleasure seeker.
Power is freedom.
All right, we should be able to vassalize this guy in here. See if we can auto. There's a limit to campaign distance. You need campaign movement. Campaign, what? Oh, campaign, yeah, campaign movement distance you're talking about, yeah. Yeah, isn't it like 150%? No, I can't remember, yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a limit.
Pain comes swiftly.
Actually, no, maybe I'm thinking of...
A dreadful.
Oh no, I remember, yeah, once... It's supposed to be 150%, but some modifiers bypass it entirely. Yeah, I was gonna say, because like sometimes with certain factions, I think I've had like more campaign movement than I've got force march, and you get this weird situation where you can actually force march less distance than you can normally just march.
Scale the heights, plumb the depths.
Obey.
I guess the key thing would be which ones can bypass it. Fuck. I don't want to lose all my guys. But I don't really want to have to babysit them either.
Irresistibly compelled. Drown.
The wiki sucks, yeah.
Savor the agony.
I don't really want to give XP to this level 1 guy, but Jagged Death Metal. It's a great, great name.
The air is full.
I don't even know what we're going to do next. So much orc bullshit going on in my empire here. We could take on the ogres.
Free to slaughter. My obsession is pain. Exquisite decadence.
Embrace your vices and know Slanesh.
Obey!
Just putting him in so we got a little bit of magic. Actually, if I bring in a warrior, I wonder if we could. Oh, it's a bit late now. If we bring in one of the warrior lords, we might be able to resolve it, so I can get out of fighting this siege battle.
Sorcerer Lord of Slanesh.
Nah, it's fine. Let's do it. Hey Resputnik, this is the second episode, so same plan as last episode. Basically, we migrated to the Empire, and now we're subjugating the lands of the Empire to make it Decala's pleasure empire. And then once we get bored with toying with the Empire, we'll probably teleport back over to Cathay and go for a ruffle stomp around there as well. Good thing about the Monogod Lords is you can just keep teleporting around the map wherever you want with your not wherever you want, literally, but you know, fairly easily to different locations using your cult mechanic. Alright, let's see if we can rip this door down pretty fast.
Warriors of Slanesh. Slanesh expects suffering. Rapture and torment.
Our order, Bearman!
Bend to our will! Demonettes!
The taste of terror and torture. I will take.
Let's see if we can rip this door down. Oh, oops, we forgot some dudes.
Give their souls their freedom back.
Yeah, wizards a long way. Oh, I hate this location. Like, there's no, you can't like. That you can put it there, but then it goes to 4 minutes. So it's like you gotta start this stupid location over there. Oh, Dechala can melt this door with her thing, can't she?
I seek my lord.
Chainsaw of Dechala. I only got it halfway there. It's just Shrine of Cain. Okay, yeah. The exact same thing happened to me when I took Shrine of Cain, and yeah. Okay, interesting. Glory. We could just climb over the wall, but yeah, I'm pretty excited about this buzzsawing doors down with anyone who's got a spin to win type of ability, apparently.
Steercar. You. None will forget.
Just backspace to cancel. Oh, there we go. Right, so we just bum rush everyone through as fast as we can.
Our order, Bearman.
Move with grace!
So tempted.
Demonettes of Slanesh!
Spreading the suffering, the cherished, chosen, without restraint.
I wonder if they can get up there.
Dechala.
Dechala should be wrecking this guy, surely.
Fount of power. Your
So I'll just boost her up, boost up her damage a bit more,
Your
so she can wreck this guy some more.
A vibrant cascade! Our blades are ready!
Yeah, she just ripped that guy apart then. It's pretty good.
Shred them! Servants! Unstoppable grace! The debauched ones! A flurry of talent!
Get some armor piercing going in there.
This is
Oh yeah, if we get a sonic boom in here, it'd be nice.
A killing thirst!
Trying to just push through. Yeah, chariot's not really doing much. Oh, where'd he go?
Steer card of the Swordsvanea. No.
I'm trying to get him in here so he can get a good boom in, but it's kind of stuck.
Revelry
Maybe it'll just boom a little bit.
I go, Slanesh.
Death sensation.
Dechala.
So let's get Dechala down into this blob. She'll sort that out.
Riders of the Serpent. Quickly.
Pull them ranged back out again. Actually, maybe this might be a better spot for a chariot. A bit more room to move. No, she missed.
The blades turn. Make it count. At last.
Innocence is weakness.
See if we can chariot.
Dazzling
See if we can get a good chariot charge on these guys. Looks like they're braced, but yeah, that would do shit. Nah. And a little bit.
A devastating
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
impact. Depravity without bounds.
Warriors of Slanesh.
For Slanesh.
Seeking new sensations.
pain and despair. The arousal of battle.
He's nearly ready to do his sonic boom again.
Resistance does not amuse me.
Oh, this one's not bad.
Always
Heaps of armor.
one more
And it seems like it's only a little bit of reduction. Well, it's 25% reduction in damage, but
Such
yeah, I guess it's not great.
vicious Intimacy.
I need to get him on a heavier mount so he can push into this infantry really nicely and just boom them. At the moment his boom is kind of...
Feel me. The taste of terror and torture.
Takes them agony.
Quick as murder.
Try and get them to shoot.
Sworn servants. His will is our leash.
A glut
There we
of
go.
trophies.
The
Pull these guys out a little bit.
chosen.
We should be able to get them to...
Harness their pain. Indulge.
If I melee them
Revel in excess.
and then backspace, they should stand here facing that direction. Nah. Didn't work.
Yes!
Such torturous suspense.
Greatest champion of Shonao. Steelcar. I desire your skin.
I desire your skin. It's fair.
You cannot keep it. No delay.
We crave more. How stimulating.
Slanesh.
Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. It was that what I wanted to hit. I should just blender up that little area there.
Steelcar of the Swordsvanea. Engulf them. Agonizing death.
Oh yeah, we've finally got some magic now.
Indulge in ecstasy. The
Nah.
winds burn.
Too late.
Crackling with desire.
Alright, nice. I don't think we lost anything. Yeah, you only right. Yeah, good man. You can assign followers for extra income corruption to the lords and just wait for the Nilgift. Yeah, I don't really have any economic stuff going on there. It's like a Tormentor's hold, so I think it makes like fuck all money. Oh, Chariot got completely destroyed. Yeah, I thought it was in a bit of a bad situation in some of those fights. But it still had a bit of health left when I saw it last. I wasn't too looking after it very well because it's a Alright, we'll sack it.
I want you to take
Flesh.
And then,
Sorcerer Lord of Slanesh.
Dechala.
and then we'll subjugate it as well to get another 500 thralls.
Souls
And then we've got Festus as a vassal now. Now, it looks like there's no vassals here, but there is actually a bunch of vassals here. So we could take like Castle von Rocken and then revive Ostlin there and have another vassal. And we could take like Salzamund or one of these other settlements and have another vassal here. But yeah, we need those extra thralls.
Power is freedom. Marching is torment, is it not?
Marching is torment. So
Deadly
lazy.
decadence. World
Well, that's actual Golfag's actual army there, so that might be pretty tough.
Druki anointed. I bring the gift of darkness.
Am I anointed back in the posse? I'm not really a huge fan of training, but it's like if you're gonna eventually get it anyway, because you got so many points, so I usually just take it first, even though I don't really care about it.
savor it. Yes.
Hey, Nico 3DN. Alright. Oh fuck. Our vassal took it out. Oh, that's okay. We can
Lord of Slanesh.
vassalize him up here.
Most privileged of Slanesh.
Ecstasy awaits. Slide. Ecstasy of war.
Love our little like weird vassal army here.
Yes, kill.
Got any blessed?
Kill.
No blesseds ready to come back in just yet. Two turns. 2 turns. 3 turns. Yeah.
Delight in carnage. A mighty boon. Savor their
Hey Toast.
agony.
No, nothing much in the YouTube realm going on at the moment. I can only do a short stream today. Got to go and dig holes with my brother-in-law tomorrow. Well, actually, I think we're like raising a slab or something. I don't know what we're doing. Some
Ecstasy of
ridiculous manual labor. But should be
war.
fun.
Slice, flay, feast.
Spreading seduction.
Save, kill.
But yeah, so I'll be no stream tomorrow. Maybe no stream the day after that. But well, yeah, no, definitely no stream tomorrow. But yeah, it depends how we go with this slab. Might be might take Dechala Empire. Oh yeah, you can teleport with Dechala. So we got a teleport, and we ended up shortcutting our way over to
In the name
Ulthuan.
of Slanesh.
the slab. Yeah, hopefully you can.
Divine immortality.
I don't mind. I like doing that sort of work. You know, it sort of feels satisfying to get something done. But yeah, it's more satisfying if you can get more done, kind of thing. Yeah, so I was hoping to actually sell this to the Wood Elves for a bit of money and peace or whatever, and then set up the empire here in Grunberg. But my vassal like got a bit ahead of the game and took it out. I also want to take out Nuln and make another pleasure palace there, but we need to save up at least 3.5k for that.
Herald of the Dark Prince. Most privileged of Slanesh.
I might get this guy replenishing here. I'm gonna get a good chunk of replenishment.
Decadence awaits.
Sleek. Sleek's always nice.
My divine master.
Exalted hero of Slanesh.
Druki anointed. We'll go tough for now,
Rookie anointed.
but we can always switch them out if we get a better option later.
Exquisite decadence.
Knowledgeable. Do these guys steal technology? No. Knowledgeable is pretty hot though. Actually, I might take it anyway. Sleek's pretty hot too. Oh man, speed. This is how I want both of these. I might just recruit. Cunning's pretty good too, actually. Fuck. Alright. I'll hire this guy. Yeah, just to get rid of him. So we've got more new characters coming through. And then we'll get the knowledgeable for the extra magic item drop chance, and she'll level up really fast as well. And then we'll get the sleek as well for the more army speed.
Are you tempted?
Cunning's good specifically for Decala's faction because of the stalk stance item. Yeah, but it's only in your own friendly territory though, so it's like, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's still good though.
My obsession is pain. An artifact of beguiling blasphemy. Lord of excess.
I don't really like any of that. I don't mind Iron Skin. But yeah, I might do the same thing with this guy, so I'll hire this guy just to get rid of him.
Pleasure in all.
So we don't want that trait.
Ecstasy.
Which, by the way, doesn't have to be equipped on a lord. What do you mean? As in, you can equip it on a hero? Yeah, I might just recruit all of these guys.
Master of darkness. Prince of pain.
I don't really want any of these.
Servant of desire.
Then we'll just
For
get
the Dark Prince.
Iron Skin. I like miss block chance on these guys just in case I ever want to put them on a shrine.
For
A
the
bit of
Dark
missile
Lord's
resistance.
pleasure.
Feasters of pain.
Touche me, touch me. Sounds like my naming style.
The cult of unfettered pleasure. Do you wish to be titillated?
I'll get Antonex to set up here. He's going to be the main war leader of this little battle group.
Give yourself to Slanesh. Body and soul.
I do want some Chosen. I mean, they're pretty hot. Okay, let's get them. We deserve Chosen. Let's treat ourselves.
The herald of Slanesh. In camp, patience will earn pleasure.
War Shrine, Mortis Engine plus the Nurgle trait would be so much damage. Yeah, that's true. Would be nice, would be nice. We need to, build that in here?
The Slaanesh Legion is unsatisfied.
Why did I build that? Did I just random? Oh, because I was thinking about getting Chaos Knights eventually. But obviously we want this +1 hero capacity for all heroes. So yeah, we sort of stuffed up there.
I fight for Slaanesh.
It's the Herald Lord's AoE burn from when they waver or whatever. Oh yeah, finally we got some, we got enough decadence to buy some stuff. So yeah, so it doesn't look like we can really afford anything right now. Chance to get ancillaries every turn. These are like buffs that you can get. Are they forever or they just last for a certain amount of time? So just saving 5. Yeah, I'm not going to spend on this bullshit. Oh, okay, more kills, the more leadership. Nice. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. That's the one we want. Hey, stalking stance for the army. The spoils are permanent building upgrades. Yeah, nice. And that one's, yeah, whatever. So obviously this Gift of Subtlety is probably the #1 priority. But then you've got, yeah, that one's nice for leveling up characters. That's just a nice little battle bonus. And same with that one. Nice.
Prince's Herald. Don't stop. Gratification must be delayed. It pleases the prince.
I might have to, yeah, I might have to bring Dechala back so I can teleport all of our heroes home. Maybe I should do that now, actually. Yeah, maybe I'll just have a little pause in the campaign now. I'll just use the, we'll just teleport, we'll just get Dechala to teleport home with all the heroes.
One man's
We'll just have like no heroes for a while. And no Dechala for a while.
Long for me in terror. They will die to witness me thus.
Any moment without pleasure is wasted.
Alright, so there we go.
You will receive
Is this a restart?
everything
No.
that you so richly deserve.
Let it be known that my noble...
Did we restart? Yeah, no, I did restart. I restarted on turn 1. Yeah, I did. I didn't like my turn 1, so I restarted and did turn 1 again, I think.
The Herald
So technically I'll be on turn 26 now if it wasn't a restart.
Artisan of pain.
Why do you, yeah, that's a weird question. Why would you say, why do you just randomly ask if it's a restart, Zendil? How is this, what prompted you to ask that question, and why do you care if it's a restart? What's the, what importance does that have?
Divine immortality. Grace.
Alright, yeah, I really want to get all my heroes pumped up.
Freedom is power.
Deviant Scion.
Hey Mercy, you been playing the same campaign? Been having a tough time finding a grove. What do you normally do? A grove?
I will coax you into action. A most pleasing development.
Slave of indulgence.
Right,
Daughter of excess. What I want.
basically want her to come back down to here. Can't attack the greenskins because I just made peace with them, so it's
I
kind of annoying.
exist to serve.
I guess I could port them down here and then port them again, but that would be, maybe that would be excessive.
Free to roam. Free to rest.
Onward, warriors!
Alright, oh, what have I got? Oh, that guy.
Transgressions flourish.
Alright, pop him in here so you can just grab some replenishment.
Lord of excess.
And then Dechala will just cruise down.
I will.
The Dark Prince denies us nothing.
Alright, we'll go that way.
After I warm myself in blood.
Savor the agony.
The anticipation.
My Slaneshkin
Hastening the path of flesh.
The cult yearns us move.
Thank the lash. Now you are ready. Slaneshi Herald. Naught else matters but sensation.
Head down here. Oh, fuck.
Lord
Need to get that far.
Slanesh.
And we'll grab all the troops.
Decadence awaits. The time is not right.
And we'll grab more heroes. Unearthly Reflexes is pretty good. Diabolic is not that great. Sleek is really fucking good.
Rookie anointed.
The resters were fine. I'd take Cunning, but I think we're happy. Unearthly Reflexes is pretty nice. Yeah, I'll go for Unearthly Reflexes, it's nice.
Sorcerer of excess.
And I don't really want Diabolic. I'll go for Unearthly Reflexes.
Exalted hero of Slanesh.
Alright, that's pretty good.
Sister of delight.
Yeah, so next turn we'll transfer and then we'll teleport.
Decadence calls.
And we'll start building an army to take out
Work to do.
Nolan, I reckon.
Pleasure seeker. Prepare my palace of forbidden delights. Let me show you a life without limits.
I think I want Chaos Warriors because they're cheaper, but Chosen are pretty hot. Fuck it. Fuck it, as they say.
Son of the pleasure god.
Vasily said, not sure about Mercy, but from what I've seen, by virtue of your start position, you have won the second that you started that campaign. But if you want to make it flow smoother, you might want to slow down and find a way to piss off as many people as you can to come and fight you in field battles, because that's where you get most of your devotees from, and make abundant use of ambushes. Yeah, trying to draw people out into ambush traps whenever you get the chance is a good idea to get some extra devotees, because you get one devotee for every 5 captives. So if you're rolling with like 4 lords, then you'll get 4 times as many captives, and then 1/5 of that becomes devotees. So you get more devotees. But what we've been doing in this campaign is just getting heaps of vassals. Like every time you subjugate a faction, you get 500 devotees straight away. So you've only got to subjugate you've only got to subjugate like 7 factions, but probably not even to get a full 3.5k, which is what you want to take over your settlements. So yeah, and the other major thing I would say is just never take over a pleasure palace unless it's at least tier 3. So I think you need 3.5k thralls to take over a pleasure palace that's already at level 3. And if you don't have 3.5, just don't take over a pleasure palace. Just make it a thrall settlement or whatever. Because it's not worth it. If you build a tier 1 pleasure palace, it still costs you like this. No, I'm not sure if it's exactly the same, but like similar amount of thralls to upgrade it to tier 3. But it takes you like 14 turns of fucking upgrading, you know. So it's like basically just never do that. Don't fall into the chosen trap. Slanesh is not a heavy armor faction. All right, just fucking mic drop that there.
So much to experience.
Well, Slanesh might not be a heavy armor faction, but Auto Resolve doesn't give a fuck what sort of faction you are. It only gives a fuck about whether you're an armored faction.
Depravity reigns.
The seas call.
Alright, get rid of a few of our extra lords.
The cult of plentiful excess.
Maiden of dark delight.
Yeah, most people seem to be complaining about it being too powerful, not about it being not powerful enough. But yeah, but I think that's basically the gist of it is just subjugate lots of factions. Like, so we like took this, then we took that, then we traded this to this faction, so that they wouldn't get wiped out by Nikai, and then we took that. Oh, I get confused now, but anyway, whatever. We just like did a bit of back and forth, so we ended up vassalizing both this faction, rescuing Nikai's starting enemy so we could vassalize him, and then also vassal. And then that way we wiped these guys out, then we re-brought them back to life again and vassalled them. Any minor faction that, if there's any settlement that used to be owned by a minor faction, then that's been wiped out, you can just revive them and get another 500 free thralls from that as well. So yeah, so vassalage in the early game, vassalizing like subjugating factions, either by reviving them or just taking out their last settlement. That's like your fastest way of getting thralls at the start of the campaign. But then like Vasily was saying, getting ambushed in field battles gets you more. And yeah, the other major tip I would say is just never take a pleasure palace unless you take it at tier 3 straight away. It's just not really worth it. The time it takes to upgrade them, you may as well just not have it, you know.
Lord of Excess.
Princess Herald.
Name it, and it shall be done. Come, come.
Yes.
I need some more replenishment, really. There's no button that can do for more replenishment, is there? That'd be cool if there was.
Tender hand of atrocity.
For me, it's not about Dechala being too strong, it's about her campaign flow being too clumsy and awkward. It just doesn't have a natural gameplay loop, if that makes sense. I don't really get what you mean. Like, isn't the gameplay loop just conquer a bunch of shit, get 3.5k thralls, then take over capital as a new pleasure palace, then conquer other shit, get another 3.5k thralls, take over another pleasure palace? That's pretty much it, right? That's the loop.
Mind your manners in court.
I'd say Dechala gets hard countered by Dowie the most, so stay away. Oh really? Why but isn't that just like isn't that just an army composition thing? Oh, because of, like, you mean late game with like flying units?
My desires are boundless. The Herald.
Alrighty, so now we should be ready to teleport. So I'm pretty sure we've still got a
There is merit in this.
oh, what the fuck? Oh, did I? Oh shit. I think I had a, oh man, that sucks. I think I had a cult here and I wiped it over. I wiped out my cult by putting an outpost on top of it. So that sucks. Shite. Oh fuck, the closest cult we've got is Snake Gate. That's fucking really far away. You can go out, but you have to spend a construction slot. Oh yeah, the recruiting units is really shit, yeah. No tier 0. Yeah, no tier 0 infantry is, it definitely makes her campaign a little bit slower and shitter feeling, yeah. No, that's a fair call. Oh man, this campaign's fucked now, I think. How long till we get another? Well, one turn. Okay, all right. We'll have to wait one turn. Maybe I was a bit over dramatic there, but yeah, the whole plan was to basically use this cult here to teleport Nakari back and then bring her back to Hidden Landing. Nurgle has the same problem, but at least you get instant global recruitment. Yeah, Nurgle's a funny one. Nurgle's like a weird... Nurgle's kind of like the Dowie in a way. Like they work better when you kind of build up slowly, kind of thing, or at least have an area that's built up slowly. You can rampage when like, but you have to have a core area that where you have your recruitment buildings and stuff. Nakari is best. What do you like about Nakari? I really like all the Slanesh Lords, how they can revive. That's so cool.
It suits my purposes.
Is Nakari? Do you kind of like Nakari because he's more low fire and doesn't have so much bullshit like the other two? I feel like, yeah, a lot of these factions, like, they just have so much bullshit, but it doesn't really feel very earned. Like, it just feels like you just get all this powerful shit thrown at you all the time, and it's just like, yeah. I feel like a bit like that with Sale as well. He feels a bit too much bullshit. But I haven't really still fully explored it, but yeah. I think, but I really like, I don't know, for some reason like Karl Franz, I really like the Karl Franz update. Like I feel like he, man, I wish I could make it there. I feel like Karl Franz, yeah, kind of got a good, like he's got a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of cool abilities and stuff, but it's not, I don't know, it's not bad. It still feels thematic. It feels like you have to kind of save up prestige at a relatively slow rate to use your stuff. And
my obsession is pain. As Slanesh wills.
It's actually good, I guess we get one more hero. I know we're going to run out of money because we haven't been aggressive enough.
Prince of Pain. Raise the banners of excess. Exquisite decadence.
Forgot you have a siege going on, as in you flick the end turn without resolving it.
Pleasure without conscience. Depravity reigns.
As in you're fighting with no pause on, and you just the battle's just happening. Well, you're tabbed out. Nice. Check the followers. You might have some that give income. I don't have any people that are in. Oh, actually, I do have one lord that's in a settlement with income. But yeah, I mean, sure, why not?
Decadence awaits. Slave to your gifts.
But yeah, we need to more money to just scrap those than equip them. Oh no, it was that gave us a decent decent chunk of change. That was a good suggestion. 1600, yeah. What we got like 150 gold extra or something. I don't know, but yeah, that's not going to solve the problem, obviously. But yeah, we've got heaps of shit we can do. We'll probably sell Carrick Ziflin. I was waiting to sell Carrick Ziflin to Bretonia. I was going to try to get a vassalage, but yeah,
state your demand,
it's not really going to
so
happen.
I can reject them.
Well, actually, how much does he want to give me for
You are a
it?
guest in my realm. You will
9.4.
like
Yeah,
it.
that's not bad. What about Kemmler?
Yeah. Careful now. To summon me is all but an invitation to join my hordes. King Louis, you are a guest in my realm. You will act like it, or I will... Clever.
Yeah, you guys are killing my inspiration. I think it's just like, yeah, it's like I wanted to play Dechala because I think Dechala is a cool faction. She has a lot of fun stuff going on, especially her heroes and units and battles and stuff like that. But oh, actually, all of her stuff's really cool. It's just that it's, yeah, like you say, like the pacing, I guess, and yeah, like the pacing. It feels like you get too much powerful shit and like you just have conquered the game so fast, you know, too early, unearned, you know, there's that whole problem that a lot of factions has. And yeah, then also there's that thing of like not being able to recruit anything at tier 0, so it makes it a bit awkward and stuff, blah blah. But it's more but anyway, so I wanted to play the campaign, but then yeah, but now like so many people just keep going on about how she's so powerful and it's not even worth playing her because this is boring because she's so powerful and shit. So it just kind of like killed my motivation to even play anymore now.
Ecstasy awaits.
I don't know, maybe we've yeah, maybe we've done enough Dechala for one year.
Never deny anything. Bereavement serves a family well.
As Slanesh wills.
Name it, and it shall be done.
Fuck. Oh, we got heaps of capacity now. For these bad boys. Depraver, eh. Cunning's not bad. Depraver, yeah.
Taste our pleasure.
Out of the DLC factions, Sail's the most reasonable. Yeah. Mask's bullshit, overpowered craziness. Decala's bullshit, overpowered craziness. Aislenn's kind of... I reckon Aislenn's kind of not that powerful. But he's kind of annoying. Like, his faction, his mechanic is not very... I don't know. It's like... Yeah, I think... I feel like Aislenn needs work, yeah. I feel like Aislenn's faction is cool. Like, the concept is cool, but it's like... Yeah, like the way that, like, if you confederate a faction, if you confederate all of the high elf factions, then you can't give settlements to their minor faction anymore. Like, if you confederate a faction and then they get replaced with that, they get replaced with that like generic faction, you should still be able to donate stuff to them, you know. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, but out of all the DLC factions, like for Norska, I still haven't really given Sail a proper campaign go. Yeah, Aislenn's mechanically broken, yeah, but also his pacing of his campaign doesn't feel very good. Like it feels like super slow and annoying and painful to upgrade your dragon ships, and it doesn't feel like it, you know, it doesn't feel like it should be like that. And like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, I feel like I can see where it's all going, but it just doesn't, the pacing doesn't seem very good. And yeah, the fact that it breaks this mechanic when you confederate, and I know there's like, yeah, but like the general concept of it, I think it's like a really good idea to have that type of character as for Aislenn, like a kind of semi-horde protector thing. Like I love the whole vibe of it, just mechanically it doesn't like work that well, I guess. It doesn't feel right. Yeah, so I agree with you. Anyway, so I was going to say for high elves, you know, Aislenn's the new big amazing character, but Tyrion's my favorite high elf now, with his new mechanics. Before the DLC, it was sort of it was a bit of a toss up between like Tyrion for classic style, Elithanar for ambush, or Eltharion for infinite money. But now Tyrion's like solidly 100% my favorite. So, you know, not Aislenn. Yeah, for Norska, it's like, yeah, with the new upgrade, I'd sort of like some things about the update for Norska less than the old Norska, but I do like a lot of the new stuff as well. But yeah, my favorite Norska would be Wulfric, just because, yeah, Sail, like, I don't know, I'm still undecided about his mechanics, but his start position, I hate that start position. Whereas Wulfric's got the like cool start position and teleport ability to start anywhere basically, and it's pretty cool. Although I think Wulfric's a bit bugged as well. Throg is crazy with the trolls. Yeah, I played Throg though, and I don't know, I didn't really see like what people think is so great about it. Like, it's cool like getting lots of trolls, but like that's literally fucking it. You know what I mean? It's just like lots of trolls, you know. I don't know, like it just didn't seem that compelling to me. Yeah. Sales start position is deceptively flexible, in my opinion. Well, if you mean you can go west or you can go east or south, like, yeah, but all of those options kind of suck a bit, you know, I feel like, in different ways. It's just, I don't know, I just hate that area of the map. Like, every faction that starts up there, I hate Zatan, I hate, like, fucking Kolek, I hate, so, like, Village. I like all those factions, but I hate the locations, you know. You can't go east with Sale. Well, east and south, you go to Village and then down into Cathay. But I was gonna say, yeah, so Norska, my favorite campaign is not Sale, it's Wulfric. High Elves, it's not Iceland, it's Tyrion. Slanesh, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's the problem is, like, I feel like they're not bad factions. Like, all the new DLC I feel like is fun and they have like lots of good value and good stuff in there, but it's just the pacing or the fucking something is not quite right. Like, it just doesn't feel good. No, well, not that it doesn't, no, it's not like it's cut and dry like that. It's not like it's not good, but it's just, yeah, it's just not good enough to be my favorite, I guess, basically. My default approach was bonking Village to get a safe corner to develop. Then as soon as you've beaten Zatan, the world is your oyster, pillaging wise. Yeah. Vassalize Village and maybe, I vassalize the Chaos Warriors right next to you and vassalize Village. Then just wipe out Zatan. I think previously I thought it was a good idea to vassalize him, but it's just too much of a pain in the ass. Yeah, I mean, it is cool to vassalize Zatan, but it is a bit of a pain in the ass though. But yeah, and then I kind of want to go west so I can get vassalized Tamakan, vassalized Kolek and all that kind of stuff. But then it's like, you know, going east, southeast is probably like better. Anyway, but yeah, so Slanesh, I'm still a bit like, I don't know. I guess I'm not really a huge Nakari fan anyway. I tried Nakari, but I was a bit put off by his new mechanic just being that Lord thing, which just seemed a bit useless. Has anyone like decided like the Lord thing is actually good? Like to where you take over the enemy Lord and get the little army and stuff. The new mechanic's so irrelevant. Yeah. Is there anything else that's good about it? I guess the other good thing, he's like, Nakari himself is like he's like faster and more massive and whatever, so he can like run around and smash everything. Like he can basically solo enemy armies better than he could before, and he could already kind of do it. I think that was the main improvement with him, yeah. I guess he got anointed heroes.
The cult of unfettered pleasure.
But yeah, I don't know. We nearly got enough to take another settlement, so I was thinking about trying to take Nuln as another pleasure palace. But we also need to try to defend. So we've got a pleasure palace at Middenheim, but it's not secure. Like, we've got these greenskins around that are going to be kind of hostile to us, so we kind of need to take that out at some point. What does Slanesh do for sieges now? Well, you can get Chosen and Chaos Warriors really easily with Slanesh now. So if you don't want to deal with that bad auto resolve, you can bypass it eventually. But yeah, I guess having to manually fight all the battles is having to manually fight all the battles is probably like one weakness with Slanesh, but at the same time, you know, fighting them manually and enjoying the manual battles is kind of a good thing about it, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. My theory is that, you know, it's important with Slanesh to get into Chosen and Chaos Warriors relatively early. Not early, but like by the mid game, because otherwise you're just going to have too much campaign fatigue from having to fight every bullshit little battle manually all the time. And like, yeah, fighting manual battles is fun, but fighting every manual battle with no option to ever auto resolve, you know, almost, you know, is not that good. I've been auto resolving a fair bit in this campaign though. But yeah, sorry, I was going to say, so in theory, getting Chaos Warriors and chosen early so that you can auto resolve is good, but in reality, like, you don't really do it that much because it's like, because you can't, you know, you've only got tier 0 Marauders, and even though it's pretty easy to get Chaos Warriors, like, they're going to be far behind your lines, and you're going to have to like global recruit them, and it's like, yeah. But you can always just have like 4 Chaos Warrior Lords and just have them solo everything with auto resolve with no, just don't worry about armies. That works for a while. Alright, so we'll pop Proliferate Cults and hope that we get something near Cathay. We got Serpent's Jetty in Norska, that's no help at all. We got Toralir in the Elvelands, that's no help at all. And we got Pools of Despair, which is no help at all. So the closest place that we could get to is Northern Cathay, yeah. So I fucked this campaign basically. Because I did have a cult here, and that was going to be our way of getting Nakari back, and getting Dechala back over here. But yeah, now she can't get back over there.
Bring her on.
But yeah, so anyway, the idea was that we still, yeah, you can still do it. We're just the closest cult we've got's up here, so she'd have to rampage through Cathay, which is kind of okay. I mean, my plan was to rampage Cathay later on, maybe like in 20 turns or something. But yeah, basically we've got all these heroes here, and we're going to basically teleport Dechala back over here, so we can deliver them to Hidden Landing, and then just park all the heroes on a Lord in Hidden Landing, so that they can just get, they can all get the Mortis Engine effect. Pretty cool. Well, next to your home city, this sea lane goes to Iceland. But then there's no, because you don't have Iceland sea lanes, you're just kind of stranded here once you do that. Yeah, I feel like it's so annoying, like, because I'm still so annoyed that they only let Iceland have his sea lanes, because I've been wanting for ages for this sea lane comes to here. I've been wanting another sea lane that goes from like here to like here or something, and then maybe another sea lane that goes from here up to here, which Iceland's got again, which goes up to like, you know, Ulthuan or towards Ulthuan or whatever, and then maybe one more like north of Ulthuan that goes from here up to here or something. Actually, you don't really need that one, I suppose. But yeah, and Iceland gets 2 of those. Iceland gets one, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the map needs one that goes from, yeah, like, so you got this one, and then I feel like the map needs a one that goes from here over to here or something. But yeah, Iceland's got one that goes from here over to here. And then he's also got one that goes from here up to here, which I think everyone needs, not just the elves. So yeah, I don't know. It's annoying. Hero spam is very efficient for Nakari. Hero spam is very efficient for everyone, isn't it? Current Nakari doesn't need warriors, really. You can subjugate so easily. Subjugate so easily with just... by what I feel like that's not like the different. I feel like that's a separate conversation. Like the idea of like when you have to fight a battle and you don't want to have to fight it in manual battle, you want to auto resolve it, but you can't because you're going to take losses. That's like I was talking about that to like kind of mid to late game kind of tiredness or whatever, you know. And yeah, I think the subjugation is a great thing for all of the Slaanesh Lords, really. But I feel like that's a separate conversation to the, you know, low armor units, bad auto resolve, leading to campaign fatigue. I just use teleport command with the console. I don't have time for that crap. Well, yeah, I mean, I get that, but it's like if you've got a faction that has a teleport mechanic, and like the idea is to try to manipulate that teleport mechanic to your advantage, like just using a cheat teleport to totally ignore that mechanic. It's kind of like, why play a faction that's got teleports if you're gonna like just console teleport? But yeah. But anyway, but yeah, like I said, I feel like you guys have kind of killed my motivation for this campaign by just reminding me that she's too overpowered. Just cheat is an interesting argument. Yeah, it's like the whole fun of strategy games is figuring out how to do the stuff within the framework of the game. For me, anyway. I kind of want to play a Lithanar campaign, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't got much time. I've only got like 2.5 hours left now, so it's probably not even worth it. I don't know. I think I got like 5 hours sleep, so I need like, I guess I need 4 hours sleep. So I guess I could have, yeah, I guess I could have 3.5 hours. I guess I only need 3 hours sleep if I had 5 hours previously. So maybe we could go to 6, so then it'd be 4 hours and 15 minutes. Maybe 4 hours is a decent campaign. I don't know. I'm not sure if like I'm sure if my Alithanar trying to build the ultimate White Lion army is going to be the most fun campaign for you guys to watch though. But I haven't really got anything else in mind that I'm really like passionate about right at the moment. I don't think not that I can think of off the top of my head anyway. I could just play Bannerlord, but I kind of like the whole reason I logged on today was just because I wanted to do a bit of a Warhammer stream because yeah, I didn't, you know, it's been a couple of days since a Warhammer stream and I'm not going to be able to do another one for another couple of days, so I wanted to get a bit of Warhammer in, but yeah, I don't know. Fucking I don't know, what do you guys think? You guys want to watch some Alithanar, or you got a better, more exciting campaign for me? I just thought Alithanar was kind of cool because he's kind of lo-fi, but he's still like one of the factions that got an update, you know. He's high elf. It's probably, yeah. So basically what I want to do is I want to play Alithanar, take out Malekith early so that you've got your short campaign victory already kind of locked away as soon as you get the settlements for it. And then what do you call it? And then kind of come back to Ulthuan as fast as possible, so I can like use region trading and stuff to exploit fast confederations and try and confederate Tyrion. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's like really exciting conceptually for you guys to be interested in watching. It's just like something personally I wanted to figure out. So basically, my theory is that, you know, with your play Alithanar, you want to migrate back to Ulthuan so you can get the confederations, but also since you're so close to taking out Malekith, which is your primary short campaign victory, you don't want to, you know, you want to do that before you migrate back to Ulthuan, you know. So you kind of, yeah, they're two like kind of oppositional things, but yeah, I guess my theory is that we can just quickly rush Malekith and then also rush back to Ulthuan soon after that, and hopefully it'll still be fun. That's my my theory. So yeah, I don't know, if somebody's got a better idea, I might try and set that up. So I'm trying to find just a White Lion themed wallpaper to stick on the back of a thumbnail. No worries, Sam. When was the last time I streamed Skaven? I'm not too sure, Roger. You can look it up on my channel though, if you're interested. Did Imric get any changes? No, I don't think so. At least, you know, nothing major. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to make a...
The cult of unfettered flesh.
Yeah, sorry. When I'm like, yeah, like I kind of need a bit more inspiration than just play a faction. That doesn't really work for me most of the time. I'm looking for more like, you know, oh, you could play this faction because they've got this new thing, or there's this strategy that I've been doing with this faction that I think is really fun, you know, that you might want to try out, or, you know, a cool, like, different way of playing this faction that we haven't done before would be to do this or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so like just like, you know, play Skaven or play fucking Pirate Coast or some shit. That doesn't really do anything for me. It's more like what are we gonna do with the faction? You know what I mean? That makes sense.
I shall drown mortals.
But yeah, I mean, Valkyr's fun. Valkyr's always fun. She suffers a bit from having a crap starting position, but still cool though. Actually, I really like Sigvald. So Sigvald can Sigvald do the reviving thing as well? I think he can. I've been trying burning books of corn collecting with Valkyr a lot. It makes her terrifying. How are you doing that? By like item farming and then smelting the items down to get the corn books? I haven't played Sigvald since Warhammer 2. Sigvald's great. Because he's got like the coolest part of, he's basically got the coolest part of the Slanesh thing, which is like all the vassalizing. But yeah, oh well, okay, yeah, well, item farming for burning books with Valkyr sounds fun. I feel like it's still gonna take fucking ages to get the books going though, right? And you're gonna have to like burn all your items to do it. See, I don't have time to spend an hour fucking around trying to think of a campaign, and then because I've only got like, I'm supposed to only be on for another 2.5 hours. But I reckon I could make it 4.5 if I stretch it a bit. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I feel like Valkyr item farming for books of corn is a fun idea. Maybe more fun than my personal elf crusade. Actually, that's a good point. Maybe it's better to do the book farming with somebody who's not Valkyr. Because Valkyr doesn't have any particular high drops chance or anything, does she? Tyrion burning book farm. Tyrion Sword of Cain burning books. No. Yeah, it's funny how like the burning books are actually like better with a sorcerer really than they are with a non-sorcerer. I don't know. Maybe I should just play some Bannerlord or something for a couple hours. Tyrion's Sword of Cain, Burning Books, Bloodline of Anarion. Yeah. With Valkyrie it works because she does get sorcerers. Oh, is the 100% spell intensity for the whole army? Or not just for her?
cult of pleasing perfection.
Trying to find an image of the Burning Books of actually I can just do that one. It's my own thumbnail. That'll work. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I was trying to make a thumbnail and then my GIMP just crashed. I couldn't handle it. It's like, fuck. Yeah, my only concern about the Valkyr books of corn, Burning Books of Corn farming is that it's a bit of a long-term engage. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think we're gonna get any book farming done in like 2.5 hours or 4.5 hours. But I mean, we can start, but we probably aren't going to get it in the first stream. Sorry guys, just give me a second, I'll just make a quick thumbnail.
Ready to sample the wares?
Sorry, I'm just trying to make a bit of a thumbnail here. Something like that.
Wish to be titillated?
Yeah. And
Salt of the bloody sea.
Sac Cities help a lot for Valkyria. Had the first book drop down by turn 14 from trying to get it down to an art, though. Might have been still lucky. Did you get the book from? Did you get it from Sac City or did you get it from Fusing? Does she get knowledgeable sorcerer? Is it knowledgeable sorcerers the one that gives you 15% extra item drop chance? From Sac Cities, yeah. Alright, start a new campaign. Start a new stream that I'll pop you guys over to in a second. Alrighty, I think we've got that set up. Set up the transfer. Hopefully it'll send you guys over to the new stream once I restart. Yeah, so Dechala is fun, but I guess the consensus is that she's a bit overpowered and that you get a bit too much stuff a bit too early and it feels a bit unearned maybe, and that kind of stuff, which is, you know, a bit of a common complaint with the newer DLC factions now. But otherwise, you know, I think she's still a fun faction. Like, I think a lot of the factions now, they're like, you know, they're a reason to buy the DLC so you can play them once, but they're not necessarily going to become like your favorite faction, you know, for me anyway. That's sort of how it's been lately. And that's okay. But yeah, I think I've killed my enthusiasm for the Dechala campaign today, so I'm going to start a new one and play a bit of Valkyria. Let me just start a new stream and then I can talk about it. So we're going to get from Slanesh to all the way over to the other side to Khorne. Valkyria back to school, that's right. Alright. Start this new stream. Alright, everyone. So the plan for today is to play a Valkyria stream.